Hi everyone, I'm Cynthia Garrett and welcome to the Athletes Gallery. This is the show that introduces your favorite professional athletes to their artistic side. And you're going to get to know a whole lot about them as they create a collage of their own life using quotes, photographs, and headlines that you may or may not recognize. On today's show, it's a pleasure to welcome Laker forward Rick Fox. Yeah, let's start. Where do you want to start? You see something interesting?
I see a lot of interesting stuff. Wow. Why don't we start with, this is Tar Heel Foot. That's a good place. That's UNC. We'll put that on
That's
there.
where it all began.
That was 4 years of college under Dean Smith. I'll tell you what, why don't we put that?
What's your best memory of college basketball?
ACC championship. My sophomore and junior year, we won the ACC tournament championship.
How does your marriage support you at this point in your life?
Well, you know what? When a great classic example would be the injury I had this past year. You know, I was out for 9 months, and I was at a point in my career where, 13 years of never being injured, and now at a point where my career could potentially be over because of my injury. The people that were closest to me and supported me through that period of time and getting back were my family. And it's some of my most memorable moments in my career have been at the end of a game, whether win or lose, having my kids there. This was at the Kids' Choice Awards. I knew Matt, which is funny. There's a story about Matt. Matt and I, 6 years in Boston myself. Matt's from Boston.
Right.
He and Ben, as you know,
Yeah.
the buddies, but they went to high school with my son's mom. And they went to the prom together.
Get out of here!
And so,
Are you serious?
No kid. In this picture, I should be like right here. I should be between these guys.
Between Kobe and Shaq?
Because that's kind of what, Phil commissioned me to do as the third captain. I was the go-between these guys. I was the go-between the coaching staff and the team. And because a lot of times, Kobe's youth really didn't allow him to lead, outside of his emotional drive and his drive to be the best player. He led by example in terms of his determination. Shaq, in his desire to lead, sometimes he'd shut down. Emotionally he'd shut down when things weren't going the way he expected them to go. And so I kind of had to be the old head.
Yeah.
I was the guy that had been through losing and winning and was able to be the guy that would bridge the gap between the two of them.
I mean, we talked about Bird and Parrish, but Michael Jordan.
The thing about Mike is that he's a Carolina guy. And for me, the first time I saw a college basketball game, I used to go with my dad all the time on these runs to pick up the money from his business. And we stopped at the Playboy Ambassador Casino, which was in the Bahamas. He sold ice to this hotel, and he went to go collect his check. And at that time, I was too young to go in the casino, so I stayed in the lobby. And in that lobby at that time, I was distracted by the tourists that were there during spring break watching the Final Four. And it was the Carolina Final Four in '82. And obviously he went on to hit the shot. I didn't know that at the time, but I remember people cheering for North Carolina.
Wow.
And so to me, North Carolina represented the best in college basketball. So I immediately decided if I ever played basketball in college, I want to go to North Carolina.
It's interesting to look at this journey we've taken through your life, isn't it? How do you feel?
Yeah, it has been a journey. It feels amazing that, to look back on my life the way we have, just in this short period of time, just, the people, the places I've been, the experiences I've had.
How about signing your work of art?